In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about how you apply your brush strokes in your artwork, because your brush strokes is way more important to achieve the desired outcome you want, and it's getting a more flavor into your artwork. So it's very important for you to skill up the way you are applying your brush strokes on your artwork, right? So I've just drawn this particular subject. This is a temple, about this temple, and we'll paint this, and I'll just tell you how we can just make this perfect brush strokes. So here I'm just making the first layer. Alright, so now what we have done here is, so we have just applied the very first layer with one or a couple of pigments like burnt sienna and ultramarine blue, and we have just applied the first layer, right? How we are applying this brush stroke is something you see here, how we are leaving your white visible, right? This is so important in your artwork when you paint any kind of artwork, whether it's architecture like what I'm just doing it like this, or you are making portrait or anything which you are painting, but the principle remain as it is, like what I'm just trying to do here. So I'm still just see here, wherever I need light, I'm just leaving this paper, I'm not painting that area, because I want to have that light visible into this place. Okay, and once we complete this first layer, we will go through how we can further enhance the brush strokes here. Okay, now if you see here, I have just completed the first layer. What I have done here is I have just left this white because I want to have light here in this very prominent, because might be this wall of this temple might be a white color, so we wanted to have this color here. Now the same thing, we also want this area where light is coming from this side, so we have just left this area as it is. We have not painted here, it's completely like a white, and what we're just doing here is we are just giving a bit of the idea that this place is basically having a lot of seeds here which is falling from the ceiling temple, and it's like this. So it immediately gives me an illusion that it has a dimension, right? It has a dimension, and there might be some entrance here into this, and we can have this entrance here also. Okay, so something like this. Now important part you have to see is how I am just applying these brush strokes everywhere. Okay, now this is complete. The first layer is complete. Now when we are going for the second layer, you will see the importance of the brush strokes, which all the places we will apply the brush strokes, which completely transform this artwork. All right, so I'm just letting it dry. Have you ever felt stuck with your watercolor progress? That's exactly why I have created my Patreon watercolor art community. Inside, you will find a step-by-step learning journey, carefully designed to accelerate your growth week by week. This is not a random content, it's a proven roadmap where you will always know what to focus on, how to practice, and how to apply each lesson to your own art. And that's the best part. You will be learning alongside a global community of artists, sharing your progresses, asking questions, and celebrating growth together. So if you are serious about improving your watercolor skill, this is the fastest and most inspiring way forward. Join today and begin your structured journey to becoming the watercolor artist you have always wanted to be. All right, now you see this is dried, And one important things you'll have to, I think I just want to mention here is that you see here there is no any sign of the color is blended, bloated, or distorted. It's nothing like. It's a very clean, neatly it came from here to here, right? The reason I'm just pointing out this particular problem because I've seen many beginners who's doing this. I see there's a lot of stain, the brush stains, some unintended texture, or the color is not blended, many other things. So I see, especially even in the first layer. Actually, that's not the right way. You'll have to just see how I have done it, and the possible reason why I see many beginners they have a lot of colors and it's bloated and looking like in a mess around. And I can understand. I have empathy about this, and I completely understand. They don't want to do that intentionally. It happens when you do this, and I really understand that pain point. But there might be a couple of reasons. One is you are not taking the proper ratio of water which you need. Might be you are taking a lot of water, or either you are not taking water, enough water into this. First layer, you need a proper water. You need a good amount of water. Okay, I have already created a video about this. Please go and check in my channel. But this is what you should be getting in your first layer. It's a neat, clean, free flow things. Right now, let's go ahead and we'll apply our very first layer, and there I want you to just keep focus on how I am just taking the color from here and applying it here, especially the brush strokes. There might be brush strokes might be thinner, medium size, or big bold patch. Okay, you have to see like which all the places I'm giving these kind of brush strokes. All right, let's go ahead. So this one, the upper part of this temple, I'm using the same color what we have used here, burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. And now you see here, I'm just giving this since the light is coming from this side, I'm just trying to give a bit of variation here in this side most of the time, because this is where the light is coming from. But I'm not going to overwork here because this particular area, the upper part of this temple, having a lot of light. Okay, even though light is coming from here, but the exposure of this area is very prominent. So I'm not going to use apply lots of work here. So a bit of bit of work, that's all. So something like this, and maybe one big patch, something like this. Now you see, this strokes I'm talking about. So strokes can be just like one might be just smaller, like I've seen that many people are doing like this. Okay, small like this multiple times. So the stroke can be just from one stroke like this. Okay, something like this. Might be you want I'll just take another strokes like this. Even if it is in a smaller, like here, so you can just make something like this, smaller. But you'll have to see where you have to give these kind of strokes. Now I've just made this stroke, right? So it is most like something like bigger bold patch here, something like this. So it's very important to know which place and what is the direction. That is also important. You can't just have these strokes just all the way and everywhere, every time in a horizontal or a vertical. I mean, it all depends on the your subject, what subject you are painting, and what is their values, what all the architectural elements are there. So based on that, you can just apply all of those things. There are several architectural values are there. So you can just take a decision that, okay, I need to have this small patch here. Now I need this medium patches somewhere here in the bottom part, like this one we have already applied. Probably we need to have something like this here, because it is underneath of this this architecture thing. I, I don't know what is it called, this particular shape, but it's a beautiful architecture I have seen, especially in South Asia. So I think this is the very interesting. Now you see all these patches which I'm making is all basically coming from either from here, here. But I'm not, once you apply the first layer, do not make several patches. Don't just, if I've just applied it here once, that's it. Don't do again and again. Okay, don't. So you have, if you want to do it, so some value you wanted to put it in here, so you can just have smaller patches, something like this, to justify your subject, what exactly it is, something like this. Okay, so something like this. Now see this, how I've just done it. Now possibly when you have this light is coming from the side, so we may need to have a darker pigment, something like this here, something like this, and these are the texture. I mean, the subject is actually coming from this side, and you have a good amount of darker pigments here, this side also, because this is also something you have to work on, because the subject, this is, we are just giving a dimension into it, right? So dimension, so you see here it's a kind of a three-dimensional things. You can make it two-dimensional, three-dimensional, whatever you want. You can just make whatever you want. Now the same thing here. Now see, I'm going back to here, this smaller patch. Now I want this bigger, bolder patch. Possibly I want even something like this. That is also important. Like if you want to have something like this, I can have a couple of times, something like, if I want, I can just do it 2-3 times here, but not too many times. Okay, if I'll just too many times, now this is the time, now I have just given it here. Now if I'll just go and I'll do it, finished, it's not going to work. Okay, so it's very important that whenever you are applying the brush strokes, it's very important for you to understand the dimension, the width and height, how big the mop brush you need. Do you need this bigger brush, mop brush, or you need a regular brush, something like this? What you need. So it all depends on what is the size of paper you are also working on. So everything is actually determining to have a good artwork, and especially the good brush strokes. Okay, so now here might be the main entrance, or might be here we need to have some shades here, so that also we can just bring in here. So important part here is we are just leaving this layer, our layer visible. Okay, now see, I'm just leaving this layer visible, but I want you to just focus on the my brush strokes, how I'm just using this brush strokes here. Okay, now I want this to be a little darker here, so now this particular side, I'm just making this one darker, and one time, that's it. If I need something, so I'll just make it smaller. It should have a variation. What I'm just trying to say is you just can't have a one single stroke all over the place. It's like this one. You need to have a variation of this, smaller, medium, bigger, bold, all of these, depending on the your painting, what you are painting. That that you need, right? Now let's work on this the other side of this temple. The same values which we have worked in here, since the light is coming from that side, so definitely we need a bold patch like here what we did, something like this to represent its light. Okay, and since we have already given this shade here, so we need, since this structure, the bigger the structure is actually obstacle for this side of the building, the architecture, and light is not coming through, so definitely you need to have the shades. So all the shades of this building will fall here into this. Now it's important to know that you can't just have the brown color here directly. You need to make it darker pigments and make a patch something like this. Now see how I'm just doing it here. This is important. I'm telling you, in watercolor, getting understanding your color and the brush strokes is way more important for you to make a good art. And if you just follow this simple technique, so you'll see things are actually improving from your end, and your artwork is actually improving as well. So this will not happen in one time. I'm telling you, if you'll just go back and do this, bring this into your practice, you'll find a lot of problem. You'll see, oh, when I was looking at this, it was looking very simple, but when I'm just making this, I'm finding it very difficult. So it happens only when you apply consistently, you apply this technique into your artwork. So consistency is important. Okay, don't just stick looking at this tutorial alone will never work. I'm telling you. I mean, I'll never be able to tell you that the amount of I wouldn't say it's a hard work. I wouldn't. Creating an art is not a hard work. I mean, it's a wrong statement. Creating artwork always should be fun, and I completely understand that if things are not coming perfectly, then you get disheartened and things you get a little bit panic about. I completely understand that, but the only thing you need to do is the consistency. It's just a small piece of paper, and if you are able to get your half an hour, 20 minutes of your time in every day, I'm talking about every day. I mean, if you love watercolor, you have to give it. And if you just feel like no, it's not very unrealistic and I can't give half an hour, which is very strange that you're not able to get your half an hour for your practice. But even though if you're not able to do it, you just try to have at least alternate day, or you can't just expect a tremendous growth in your watercolor journey working on just a weekend or whenever you are getting the time, so once in a blue month. Then don't do that, okay? Because I want you to succeed. I want you to make a good art. I'll be so happy to see, and I'm seeing when I'm looking at my Patreon members and where they were and how they are improving, they are working with me. It's really amazing to see their progress. It happens with a certain amount of love, affection, and your desire to make art. Okay, so now I'll just make the same here. Now see, when I made this stroke, I'll just make sure that I will not make many of the strokes. Something like this I made once, and that's it. This is all it goes here. Something like this, so you get a very interesting light here into this area. Okay, and there are several ways to make things more interesting. I just want you to just focus on how I'm just making this the brush strokes here with a smaller and any kind of the brush strokes. Now see this brush strokes which I'm just making it here, which is a little smaller. There is a stair here. Maybe you can just make a, by the way, I'm not even referring any of the images here or anything. It's just whatever is there in my mind. It's there in whatever it is coming in my mind. I'm just making it here, and I apologize if things are like, if the temple is not something like this. So it's just my way of looking things. I've seen how the Buddhist temple looks, but I might be wrong, so yeah, I mean, when you are working on such kind of work, you really don't put pressure on such things. So what your goal is to just paint free flow and enjoy the process, and that's all actually. I'm just doing it here. Now let's end of this. I'll make a few people here. Now just quickly make this artwork more interesting. By the way, I'll just use the darker pigments here. Oops, make it more darker here. So sky is actually going here. There's another person, his friend, and he's also going to this temple. Maybe some more people here. Just creating things that might be not exist. This temple might not exist, or it's not there. They say it's not there in anywhere, something like this. But it's just my representation. It's my idea of looking at this piece in that certain way. So that's all. So something like this. I mean, you can do many things, however you want to do it. But this is what I just wanted to communicate with you, how you approach the brush strokes, basically. And I'm sure that this particular tutorial has given you a bit of information how to work with better control or better way of working with brush strokes, something like this. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, I'm inviting you to join my watercolor art community. This community where you want to be, because you will be meeting a similar mindset of people and the same values and the same vision what you have. And you will also have a very structured watercolor learning week by week. And it's not just about the watercolor, it's more about making a connection, making a real connection with a similar mindset of people. And I'm seeing a lot of people, they are improving, they are going from one level to another level, and this is how their progress is happening in this platform. So I'm inviting you to join this global watercolor art community, and I'm sure you're going to like it. And I'll see you next video very soon. You can watch this particular video for you, and if you wanted to be part of this Patreon watercolor art community, you can join this community clicking on this. Thank you so much, and have a great day.